are very few companies and brands that have the cult-like following of Tesla and Elon Musk. And in many ways, this cult-like following is justified and understandable because love or hate Elon Musk and Tesla, you can't deny the fact that they have changed the automotive industry forever. From the widespread adoption of electric vehicles and raising the standard of what an electric car could be, to changing the way we buy cars by implementing the direct-to-consumer model and paving the way for futuristic features like full self-driving. There are many different ways that Elon Musk and Tesla have been impactful to not only the automotive industry, but the electric vehicle industry and consumers as a whole. And in the process, Tesla has amassed quite the following and market cap. Over the last few years, Tesla has become a Wall Street darling with a sky-high stock price and a market cap much larger than legacy brands like Ford, Chevy, or virtually every other automotive retailer out there. And for a while there, it seemed as though both Tesla and Elon Musk were on top of the world. That was until 2022. 2022 was a rough year for both Tesla and Elon Musk, and in this video, I want to break down why the Tesla and Elon bubble has officially popped. I'm going to be breaking down why and how, as well as what this means for Tesla going into 2023. Over the course of 2020 and 2021, Tesla absolutely skyrocketed in value, which isn't much of a shock given the fact that most other used car brands also skyrocketed in value. But even in relation to industry-wide gains, Tesla experienced abnormally high price increases. And the thing is, this wasn't just across the used Tesla market, it was also across the new Tesla market as well. Tesla saw a 26% increase over the course of 2021 for used cars, bringing the average cost of a used Tesla from the mid to high $40,000 range to the mid $60,000 range. All the while, new Tesla models and features have also increased in price. In 2022, Tesla increased the price of every one of their models, with the dual-motor Model X seeing a $6,000 price increase, and now it's sitting at just over $120,000. The Model S saw a $5,000 price increase, and it now sits at around $105,000. The Model Y saw a $3,000 increase, and the Model 3, which was released and marketed as the affordable Tesla, which is supposed to start at $36,000, saw a $2,500 increase. Additionally, the full self-driving feature on Teslas was increased to a whopping $15,000. And for the most part this year, despite the increase in prices that we've seen, Teslas have remained in relatively high demand, both in the used car market as well as the new market. But in recent weeks, there has been a significant change, and this is having an impact on Tesla's bottom line. Used Teslas are down in value 11.92%, which is one of the larger drops we've seen across vehicle manufacturers. And for the first time ever, Tesla is offering a discount of $7,500 and free supercharging through the end of the year, despite the fact that in the past, Elon Musk has said that he would never discount Teslas. Used Teslas aren't selling for the prices that they once were, and you can no longer buy a new Tesla and then immediately flip it for a profit above MSRP, because demand is quickly falling. But the real question is why? Why is Tesla demand falling, and why does it feel as though this bubble popped so quickly? Well, first and foremost, I would argue that the Tesla bubble didn't just pop, nor did it pop quickly. The Tesla bubble had begun to pop throughout the second half of 2022, and we're just now beginning to see this burst from the perspective of vehicle pricing, so it's just now becoming really apparent to the average consumer. But in truth, the reality is the reason why we've been seeing these massive price decreases across the Tesla market isn't due to anything that Tesla or Elon Musk is actively doing, and instead it's attributed to the car market as a whole. Teslas have seen unprecedented demand in recent years, and that demand took place during a time of strong economic growth and during a time where we saw absolutely insane car prices, a once-in-a-lifetime event for the car market. But times have changed. Not only is the car market rapidly declining, but our economy is as well. And for many people who may have at one point considered buying a Tesla, those purchases are quickly getting put on the back burner. And ultimately, in many cases, all of this is due to economic uncertainty and not necessarily anything Tesla or Elon Musk is doing to degrade Tesla as a whole. Car demand is falling, and this isn't a reflection of Tesla or Elon Musk, but is instead a reflection of the economy, especially with the extreme supply and demand swings that we've seen over the last 2 years. And while I absolutely do believe that supply and demand is a huge reason as to why we've seen Tesla's decline in recent weeks and recent months, I actually don't think that supply and demand is the only issue, and I do think that there are some more serious issues that we have to discuss. Like market share, for example. When Tesla entered the picture, Tesla was one of the only companies in the world who offered a good-looking electric car with mass market appeal. And sure, Tesla didn't invent the electric car, but they did make EVs desirable to the general public. And as a result, Tesla had a 10-year head start on virtually every other automaker out there. And this served Tesla well for a very long time. But the reality is Tesla is very quickly losing that lead. In fact, just this month, Tesla cut production output in China by 20 to 30%, which is a sign that sales simply are not living up to expectations in that market. Tesla is no longer the only option out there when it comes to new and exciting electric vehicles. In fact, I would argue that Tesla isn't even the best option anymore. Today, there are a growing number of electric vehicles on the market, and there is one for every style, purpose, customer, and price range. The point is, for the last decade, Teslas have been able to dominate the EV space simply because they were the only ones producing EVs worth being excited about. And while Tesla still holds the majority of market share when it comes to electric vehicles, at least here in the United States, they are quickly losing shares to competitors, and I don't see this slowing down. In fact, I see this accelerating. Competition is heating up, vehicle manufacturers are producing really exciting EVs, and the reality is Tesla simply doesn't have the stronghold on the EV market like they once did. And I think long term, this is going to be absolutely detrimental to the Tesla brand. On top of market share and competition, we also have to discuss another very controversial issue, which is Elon Musk himself. Elon Musk was at one point dubbed the real-life Tony Stark, and people really loved him. And if you didn't love him, in most cases, you at least respected him. But 2022 has come with a bit of a fall from grace for Elon. And while I could sit here and talk about all of the smaller scale things Elon Musk did over the course of the last year that led to his declining perception from the general public, I don't want to do that. Instead, I want to focus on the acquisition of Twitter. The Elon Musk Twitter acquisition has been one of the largest tech acquisitions in history, and I think we could all agree that over the last few months, this acquisition has gone anything but smoothly. And while the Twitter takeover has been a dumpster fire for Twitter itself, it's also been pretty detrimental to Tesla. Elon Musk is the face of Tesla. I would argue more so than most companies out there. Whenever you think of Ford, you don't think of CEO Jim Farley. Whenever you see GM, you don't think of CEO Mary Barra. Whenever you think of Mercedes, you probably don't even know who the CEO of that company is. And by the way, it's Ola Shalanius, in case you were wondering. But Tesla is synonymous with Elon Musk, and when you think of one, you automatically begin to think about the other. And for the very public face of a company to so publicly pivot their focus from one company to another, and for that shift in focus to be such a public spectacle, it's bad for business and it's bad for Tesla. Not to mention the fact that Elon Musk is rapidly selling off shares and has sold more than $40 billion worth of stock. $3.6 billion was sold just a couple of weeks ago, which again is bad for business. Now, I could probably sit here for hours and talk about all of the different reasons as to why the Tesla bubble has burst. From the general car market crash to increased competition, poor quality control, missed production deadlines, Elon Musk, Twitter, our general disenchantment with tech companies, which is actually something I've talked about in depth in the past, and I could go on and on. And to be honest, all of these reasons are different reasons why I believe that Tesla could in fact be past their prime. But to go into details on any of these topics would be diving too far into my personal opinions on Tesla and Elon Musk, and that's simply something I don't want to do. The fact is, Tesla is down 71% year to date, down nearly 40% this month alone, and Q3 results were below expectations. Competition is heating in the EV space, and Tesla is quickly losing market share. It's safe to say that the Tesla bubble has popped, and while it could be argued that this burst could in large part be attributed to the car market as a whole, it is safe to say that 2022 has been a rough year for Tesla and Elon Musk. And I'm not sure that 2023 is going to be much better. But with that being said, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope it gave you some valuable insight into Tesla, the car market, and Elon Musk, and where this company could be heading in the future. Like always, if you have any questions, comments, if you have anything to add, I would love to hear it, so make sure to leave a comment down below. And while you guys are at it, make sure to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. And I will see you guys in the next video.